You are all weak. Who is your king? You called.
What's going on, guys? Kai here, back with another Legends in Neverland video. Time for what you guys really wanted. Jin Woo, the protagonist of Solo Leveling. Let's get into his stats. He is a holy fairy, so we're wanting high numbers here. So we're looking at defense, tenacity, break, and block. Now, I don't hate the stats, but the numbers are an issue. At this stage of the game, a collaboration holy fairy, whatever their top stat is, should be a 630 or 660. This is a 600 block. This is already a bad start. Going into the basic, nothing crazy there. Passive, triggers when swapping. You get damage reduction and a shield for 6 seconds every 30 seconds. This is effectively a rigidity. As a passive, I mean, it's nice. It's the reason people bring Winter Cherry even now, even though she's a super old fairy. But she requires you taking 3 hits of damage. This is just from a class switch, so you have more control over when you get that damage reduction and shield. Scaling, obviously, 2 to 1, so it'll be 8% reduction. Sorry, 16% reduction, 8% shield. Dagger Rush. You do your big damage. If the master's HP is below 50%, you get 20% HP steal rate for 6 seconds. This is great for classes that don't innately have it. Extra HP steal rate is much better for classes that don't innately have it than ones that do. I always recommend in any of the bow classes to get 1 pink roll of HP steal rate on their IOs. Just 1 across the entire thing, because that will give you roughly 10% HP steal rate, and that's every 1 in 10 hits you will heal for that percent. You don't heal that number. It's a guaranteed percentage based on if you do single target AoE. I've done stats explained, but it's every 1 in 10 hits you will heal. This, someone who has 0 or 10% plus 20% is a lot. You go either from 0 to 20 or 10 to 30. So you go from 0 times you heal to 1 out of 5, or 1 out of 10 you heal to 1 out of 3, which is a lot better. But this isn't a reason to pick Jinwoo, which we also, as a reminder, healing is increased if you have Hibiscus. So this HP steal rate could be a little bit more than what it says. Upon casting, the duration of all debuffs inflicted on the master is reduced by 30% for 6 seconds, up to a max of 2 seconds. This max part is almost never on anything, but with that max of 2, we're looking at it has to be 7 seconds or longer, really? Which almost no CC is that long. The most is 4.5 maybe. So you'll get this 30%. It's fine. Then the thing that's going to matter, he gives you Dagger Rush for 6 seconds, which gives you an innate 3% crit, 5% crit damage, and every time you use a class skill, increase Dagger Rush by 0.5 seconds and gives you 3% crit damage, and reducing your active skill cooldown by 1 second. Level 2 effect reduces your cooldown by 5% and increases your class damage by 15. This is just amazing. This is better than Urza passive. Cooldown and damage increase, and a good amount of damage increase. Very, very powerful. Level 5. The skill itself will heal you whenever someone does a CC on you. I mean, it's kind of funny if you're in a thing where I know if a whale on your server has probably been in the situation where you're in Guild War or something, everyone's dropping CC on him, and then he just over time dies by getting whittled down. This is 10% of lost HP heal. So everyone throwing CC at you can actually make you heal more than what's actually happening. So this level 5 is a huge boost. You definitely want the 2, you definitely want the 5. As far as the 8, Dagger Rush increases your damage by 5%, pierce rate by 5%. This does not stack, but remember, Dagger Rush at base can only trigger 5 times. So you can only get the 2.5 extra seconds. And then at this level 8, you can trigger it 8 times, which will be 4 extra seconds. So that's 10 seconds of Dagger Rush. And let's see, 8 stacks. 24% more crit damage. The crit rate is still just 3%. It does not stack. That is what we're looking at. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the regular Jinwoo testing. We're going to do the testing of what we do with all the other fairies, which is the range, the animation speed, things like that. And then we're going to do a second video testing Dagger Rush to see how well Dagger Rush does. So if we go here, boom. Move this where I can see it a bit better. Okay, no issues there. Press play. Alright, so we're going in. Boom. Boom. The basics kind of whatever. It's kind of slow actually. 1, 2, 2.5. Literally 2.5. That's what I wanted for Sha Chain. If she was a 2.5, then we would be doing really well with her ability, especially with a Silent Song cast. Let me count it one more time. Boom. 1, 2. 2 to 2.5. That's way better than a solid 4 from Chahain. Now we get into this one right here. Press play. Showing you the stats. They have a base 2%, so anything above the 2% is added from this. Okay, we use it. We have Dagger Rush, and we're stacking. You see, look at the crit damage. Up, 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 up. Boom, boom, boom. And it's being extended. The last thing you have to keep in mind is, for whatever reason, it's an active buff. I don't know what terminology to use, but he's only going to give you those stacks and bonuses for while you are on this team and on this weapon. If you swap weapons, you lose Dagger Rush. If you swap fairy teams, you lose Dagger Rush. But while you're on Dagger Rush, yeah, you get skill cooldown, skill damage. You can easily max out Dagger Rush just by using basic attack. Kind of scary. Very, very good. Holy does have a lot of good options nowadays, but a lot of our good Holy options are older fairies. Now, I'm not going to say you need to go out, run out, instantly max him out. He's going to be the best in the game. But I definitely see some use cases for him, especially for someone, I mean, kind of made for a whale. If you're doing something like Shrine Peak or whatnot, everyone throwing CC at you, you can overheal through it. Dagger Rush, there's a lot of things that can use that. Sword, Ninja. I mean, come on. Think about Dagger Rush, Raikiri. 3 people are dead at that point. Let me know what you guys think down below. Till next time, guys.